Simple question for you. Who does the groceries in your house? Now, in our household, my wife and I share kind of picking the meals and planning that out in the grocery list, but the actual grocery shopping, she absolutely hates it. So a long, long time ago, probably going back all the way to like 2014 is really when I probably went all in on doing grocery shopping because I fell in love with it. It was a time to turn off the world. It was a time to just not have to worry about all the stress from work. And it was just simple. Like you take the list and you go shopping. And early on, when my son was probably like in 2015, he was probably a year and a half at the time. It was a time where us would just bond together. And I would take the kids, and it was this time where, sometimes the grocery store, I'm not going to sell you this bag of goods that there isn't a difficult moment in the grocery store with the kids wanting something or getting the checkout line and be like, where did that bag come from? Or where did that can come from? But this idea of doing the grocery shopping as an easy win to get some extra time with your kids, to have a conversation, especially if your kids are maybe a little bit older, like my oldest daughter who's 9, we're always having conversations when she does go about different things, diving into different things. We also go on walks together is another easy win to have those difficult conversations or a conversation about something that she needs to talk about. So I want you just to think about this for a moment, that maybe an opportunity for you to get a good, quick dad win is to take on the grocery shopping. 1, it's a challenge. 2, it's an opportunity for growth. And 3, a lot of what you can do within the grocery shopping is learning. You're learning where everything is. You're creating processes. How can I find the right thing? How can I get in and out of here? How can you remain calm? It's also a very good incubator for scream-free parenting techniques where you're learning to be the lowest heartbeat in the store and not get upset when the kids get upset either. I think something for me that I used to struggle with is worrying about what other people are thinking when the kids are acting out and getting to the point where, you know what, the only thought that they're thinking is, here's a dad in the grocery store with 3 kids and he's giving his wife a break. Man, there needs to be more dads like that. That's the only thought that most people have. And what I've learned throughout the years is the older people in the store always go up to me and compliment like, oh, how cool it is to see a dad out here in the wild with 3 kids. Like it's some like unique white buffalo type moment. And those moments kind of just re-solidify why it's important to do these types of things and kind of break the norm of who's out in the grocery store with kids. And I think if you're struggling to figure out your dad identity, if you're struggling to figure out the right routine, if you're struggling to figure out really anything about becoming a dad, if you're kind of very comfortable being a businessman but uncomfortable being a dad, the grocery store is a great safe place because every week it repeats. Every week is a new opportunity to reset the slate. And so in this mode, you have the opportunity to be the example. There's many times when I'm in the grocery store, I realize probably that maybe another dad is going to see like, oh man, there's a dad in the wild with 3 kids. I don't know if I could do that. And if he sees me enough times, maybe he'll think like, you know what, I can probably do that too. Or if he just sees it by himself, he's like, maybe he's thinking, you know what, I could probably do that too. It's just an opportunity for me to grow. And I've also, one random win out of all of this is by doing the grocery shopping, I also have the grocery store memorized. We have a fairly large grocery store where we live. And so if you don't know where everything is, it can be really overwhelming. Couple life hacks is I use the grocery store's app, which tells me where aisle everything is in. So we grocery list through that. I just go through the list and that tells me exactly where everything is. But for the most part, I can tell you exactly different places and different areas on the shelf even or in the row where something is at. And so I'll always look for people that are lost in the grocery store trying to find something. And I'll be like, hey, what are you trying to look for? And I'll be like, it's 3 aisles over, top shelf, bottom right, or wherever it may be. And it's almost this kind of challenge for 2 things. 1, going up to some random stranger, as we've talked about, is a great place to practice hello. And 2, being a person of value and helping people with no other value than just to help them. It's a very low barrier moment that you have a chance to help them. You have the ability to get used to doing something in a very safe place where it's not going to matter real consequences. So, rant over. And the question I leave with is, who does the grocery shopping? And are you missing an opportunity to connect with your kids? Connect with yourself, even if maybe there's also times where the kids stay home and now just go to get that break from everything. Because I do stay home with the kids more often. So, you know what? Sometimes you just need a break as well. So it can go both ways. But I ask you the question, are you doing the grocery shopping? And I'll be back again with you guys, as always, tomorrow.